Down the Barrel Podcast with Jimmy, Dino, and Jared.
This episode discusses sensitive topics including veteran mental health, sexual trauma, and domestic violence. If you or someone you know is in crisis, please seek help. Contact emergency services, the Veterans Crisis Line at 988, press 1, or text 838-2555. For domestic violence support, call 800-799-7233 or text START to 887-888.
So MDHA, we partnered with a great organization called Roger Up that focuses on providing outdoor experiences and mental health support for our veterans here in Minnesota. And we were fortunate enough to partner with them and actually do a mentored hunt for some of our women veterans here in Minnesota at our state office. That was 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
2 weeks ago. We had an absolutely amazing time with them. Gave them the full deer camp experience. And today we're joined by their women's engagement coordinator, BerLynn Fleury. And we'll let her take it away and tell us about yourself, BerLynn.
My name is pronounced BerLynn Fleury, like the city and like the hockey player. I served in the Marine Corps. I was a glorified gas pumper or a bulk fuel specialist. Most of the time we just did security or we were a working party platoon. A lot of the fuel stuff is contracted out, so we don't really get to do our actual job. It's one of those weird things, like I scored really high on the ASVAB, like a 97, should have joined the Air Force, should have used my brain, should have done something different. And you look back and you think, if only I knew now, if only I knew back then what I know now.
Yep.
Just the trajectory of my life would have been so different. And as I share more, it's going to sound even more weird that given the opportunity, I would still go back. Just to that, it's a level of discomfort that you're so familiar with. And even though like your life is on the line and you're really responsible for a lot of things, you're also you don't have to think about like, when is your next meal going to come? You don't have to think about like, you're not worried about your paycheck and not like it's a lot, but you're more concerned with training, protecting people. You have a roof over your head, you have 3 hots and a cot, you have a mission, you have a purpose, and you have a focus. And out here, that gets really skewed by a lot of things. So fast forward, I experienced military sexual trauma, got out early, came home, and all of these really fast-moving things hindered my ability to acclimate back into my community. I struggled with drugs. I ended up with a criminal record. I did Veterans Treatment Court. I did a lot of therapies. I got to a really good place of healing, and then I started to help others. I got certified as a peer specialist, and I worked in the psych ward at the VA hospital. It was a lot of fun working there, but it was so much fun. Most of the time, people are in the psych ward because they had a bad day, and it was just the last bad day of many bad days. They need a reset, recharge. They're struggling with addiction. They're struggling with depression. Most of the individuals in the psych ward aren't seriously mentally ill. They're just like you and me, and they need a little reset, recharge. And most of the individuals in the psych ward aren't actually suicidal. A lot of them self-admit themselves for medication adjustments, or they know that something's not quite right and they just need a break and they need somewhere safe to do that. So my job was to be a peer, to be a veteran in recovery, to help them navigate the system. So right off the bat, there was that camaraderie, which for me, it was kind of ironic because it was hard for me to claim my veteran status because of all the resentment and shame I had towards the Marine Corps and being a veteran. And yet my job was to be a veteran in recovery to help other veterans. So that was kind of the beginning of my finding my niche, if you will, the beginning of my sense of belonging again. And over the years, just through connections, through people, I got involved with different nonprofits. And one of them was the Silent Warrior Project. And we did spiritual healing retreats that were based on mindfulness. And then I really started to get more and more ingrained in my veteran community. My job is to know what's out there for veterans. So it might behoove me to find out what's out there for veterans. And that started with going to events, showing up at places, which for a lot of us is really hard. And so I remember I showed up at the state fair a couple of years ago, and I was there to see my friend who worked for the DAV, and there was this guy sitting next to her. And he started, and it's very common in the veteran community that you meet someone who volunteers with a nonprofit. And the first thing they do is like, let me tell you about my program. That's what this guy did. And so I was like, all right, here we go. And as he was telling me about it, I thought, we can align. That's really similar to what I do. Maybe I can put on a retreat for you. Maybe we can connect. And that person was Zach Johnson. And he was telling me all about Roger Up. And at that point, they were just about to put on like their first like real annual fundraising event. And I went to show my support and just to see like, okay, who are these people? What are they all about? Because I'm pretty skeptical, like most veterans. I don't trust people. And it's pretty common that it's pretty common in the veteran community that individuals will have a lot of clout, but really they're not there for the mission. Our stories often get used for publicity, they get used for fundraising, and then the benefit doesn't come back to the veteran. So I was really skeptical at first. It was a killer first event for how small of an organization it was. And I remember Zach was really disappointed because he had higher expectations. And I told him, if you build it, they'll come. Like, you're doing great. Just kick back and relax. Well, Zach and I are very similar in like the trust, right? And so we were both kind of like, if you think about like two dogs who eyeball each other from like across a field, and they're just kind of slowly like scoping each other out. We were talking about working together, talking about partnerships, but we're both so hesitant to to really like give our all, especially if it's not going to be reciprocated. That eventually we both just kept showing up for each other. And one day it just kind of worked out beautifully where the Silent Warrior Project was in a place where we were just too small and getting too big, and we couldn't really fulfill our mission with the staff we had. And Roger Up was growing. And so I approached Zach and said, hey, do you need a women's engagement coordinator? And he was like, you know what? We are in that place and we do. So from there, Roger Up absorbed the Silent Warrior Project. I was able to take all those connections and locations and skills and bring that to Roger Up. And so February of this year, I became the Roger Up Women's Engagement Coordinator. And our first, thank you. Our first event was a women's wellness retreat. We went up to McGrath, Minnesota, to a very lovely place. Shout out to the Shire in the Woods. Tay and Mike are just very lovely people. They have always been in support of the mission. So we go up there. We have really lovely lodging. We have catered home cooked meals. And then I bring in outside volunteers. And so it's really beautiful because each year it's different. So we might have yoga, we have art therapists, qigong, singing bowls. We do nature walks. We have an equine experience. So it was really beautiful that I got to bring the Silent Warrior Project itinerary to Roger Up and have that be Roger Up's first women's event. Then fast forward a couple months, we partnered with Memories Made Outdoors, brought 10 women up to Ely, Minnesota for a week-long fishing trip. Nice. That was just, that was so much fun. That was definitely, memories were made that week. It was really great. And then what was it? Just last weekend? No, maybe 2 weeks ago now. We were up there with
two
you
weekends
guys.
ago.
2 weeks,
Two weekends ago, yeah.
And that was just so cool too to get to experience, a first time hunting experience with other women. We had lovely lodging, we had great guides, all of us learned something. And even though we didn't see any deer, we don't hold it against you.
I don't know about the great guide comment,
Right.
but pretty damn good.
We did all right.
I mean, we did see deer.
Right. We did see them.
Oh, yeah,
we did
you
not
saw
shoot
it.
any.
I put a buck in front of my lady.
Yep. I put a doe in front of mine.
That's true.
I don't know about this guy.
It was running, but there was a doe.
That's because I let that one go so that way
right.
you guys could see a deer.
Right.
Yeah. No. Share that one.
Yeah, exactly. We're just going to share.
Yeah.
So was this your first hunting experience, or have you been hunting?
Yeah,
before?
it was. It was my first time being out in the blind. It was my first time being all in orange. It was pretty cool to be able to host this experience with the women. Because, for us, there's just this when people say they want equality, they don't know what they're saying. I want equity. I need equity. For equality, that means that you're 6'1" and I'm 5'1", and we're going to carry the same pack. That's what you're asking for when you say equal. Well, equality is give me a pack that is comparable to my weight, and let's do this together. And so for women, we really do need that. We need that thing that's comparable to our standards and our needs. And I've ran into issues in the past where trying to find something that's women's only, there's pushback because of funding. Well, our donors give us money for all veterans, so we need special funding to do things just for women. Bullshit. Forgive my language, but bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get pushed back of, well, if we do something all women, we have to do something all men. Well, most things in the veteran community are already like all men.
Right.
So, and it's not like I am woman, hear me roar. But what it is that there's such a significant level of trauma with men among the veteran community. And it's even more devastating because like this man is supposed to be my brother in arms. He's supposed to be my comrade. And then he violated me. And there's that sense of just trust that is so far diminished that when they come home, they have a really hard time integrating back into their community. Mm-hmm. And to make matters worse, we're not supportive of other women in the military. We're not conditioned for that. Once you lace up those boots, you are automatically less than because your boots are smaller than everybody else's. You are treated differently because your physical standards are different. You're treated differently because you're a woman, because you bleed, because you get pregnant, because you do all of the things that your human body is meant to do. Now you're unfit for duty. Now you need to work harder. And so we go in having this attitude of other women are weak. And if they're being weak, that makes me look weak. And instead of being taught to build each other up, we're taught to just compete. And so I always grew up with a lot of men around me, uncles, cousins, all of that. And so I was pretty used to just a male-dominated environment. And when I came out, I had a really hard time with other women veterans. There's this stereotype that women veterans are unpredictable, emotional, that we're man-hating, or that we are lesbians. And I really struggled to make genuine friendships with other women. And it wasn't because I was one of those catty women. It was because I assumed that all other women were catty and untrustworthy. And so I just put up those walls. It wasn't until I I had to run a women's group at the VA, and like I really struggled to be in that position as like a peer and to hold space for other women. But it was kind of nice because it's like, okay, this is my job. And through that, I found that for a woman, there is nothing like the love and support from another woman to help reset that trauma score in your body. In the worst times of my life, it has been other women who've showed up for me. It's been other women who've corrected my skewed thinking. When I'm having a hard day, if I'm grieving or if I'm struggling with depression, PTSD, even at times suicide, it's other women who didn't show judgment, who explained to me that it's okay to think like that, it's okay to feel like that, and then who role modeled like healthy boundaries. That's the most healing and most powerful thing that I personally ever experienced. And so having the opportunity to bring that to other women, that's really all our program is about, is let's have fun. Let's do it in a space that you feel comfortable in. And then let's role model what love and trust feel like so that you can leave this experience and go create that in your life outside of here. And that's why we love like partnering with other organizations where all of the men are guides, because we need women to feel trusted. We need to feel that they can trust you. We need women to feel that they can learn from men, and we need them to feel safe. And I think that experiences like this are the perfect place to do that. You guys, just hands down, one of the best, easiest organizations to work with. In the past, I've had organizations offer to put a posted guard at the entrance of a retreat, which
didn't think of that one, guys.
Yeah, I guess we should have thought of that.
just, I was so taken aback at that. Like, good initiative, bad judgment.
Right.
Thank you for your concern. And I'm not going anywhere that needs a posted guard at night. Like, that's sketchy. And second of all, like, I can probably beat you up. So
I've got this trick with my pinky that if I put it right there, you're just going to fall like a ton of bricks. Thank you, Marine Corps.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, we've had other organizations that don't want their male staff alone one-on-one with a female. They always want teams of 3, which is, it's just disheartening. I know that the intention comes from like a place of safety for the women, but that also translates to like, we don't trust you. We don't trust ourselves, and we don't trust you. And we're adults. We're all professionals here. And so I think that's also kind of a part of my mission is like, you know, we don't need this level of kid gloves. And we also still do need special considerations at the same time. So kind of creating that balance without swinging too far to the left and too far to the right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. And I think every point you made was very well said and very profound. So again, thank you. Yeah, I think, you know, we often, when we do these women's events, we look for women to also take on the leadership role, you know, and or the guide role, right? And there's a lot to be said for that, you know. Sometimes it's good to see, you know, women in positions of authority or women with the particular skill set that you're striving to achieve, right? But I think we often ignore the other side of that, and you know, like you said, being able to build that trust with, you know, a male in this setting. I think that gets overlooked, and I hadn't really ever thought of it from that perspective.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I think for us, I mean, we went into it just like unsure, but just being ourselves. And I'm glad that it kind of followed through to being, you know, a good experience for you guys, just hanging out.
Yeah.
And everybody was comfortable with us because
Because we're a bunch of dumbasses.
We're a bunch of dumbasses.
And they can kick our asses.
Right.
Exactly.
I think we were guiding you, and honestly, at times it was what blind leading the deaf.
But we all had a good time.
That's right.
We did.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, we had a blast. We're glad we could do it. I mean, obviously, wish we could have got somebody a deer, but
right.
It just
And
wasn't in the cards.
that just leads into next time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly.
You can't just get it all in the first shot. You got to have
That'd
that part
be nice,
two.
but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and we are geared up for part 2. So
That's
right.
Perfect.
We were
just
geared up
all
for
the
part
ladies,
2 and 3.
They all had.
Right.
Yeah, part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right.
7,
Right.
like the
And
kids say.
it's only going to get better, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. This is
We learned a lot too
We did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
of how we can make it better and how we can do better.
Yep. How we can change things around and
Bigger propane tanks.
Bigger
Right,
propane
bigger
tanks.
Propane tanks. Yes.
You got to keep
Yeah.
the hunters warm.
Okay.
That's key.
It was a little bit cold on Sunday morning.
Right.
But one thing that I want to say is I know the gal I was with, Julie. She saw the doe. We spotted it in the scope, and the doe was facing us. I mean, it was staring at us the whole time. It's like, she goes, "What do I do?" I said, "Well, let's just wait and see if she'll turn. Because if she turns, then solid. Really don't want to take the doe's facing right at us. Really don't want to take that shot unless we absolutely have to. Granted, I feel it's a 12-point buck. Shoot it. But, let's make a good, ethical, clean shot, right away. So we waited and stared, and she got on it. We actually switched positions because I was in the good seat. And so we switched positions. The doe didn't even move. She got the gun up and was looking and trying to wait. And then the doe did turn, and she knocked the safety off and was right at that point to take it. And then the doe decided, nope, I'm out of here, and took off. So, I mean, maybe a minute or two, or if the doe would have cooperated a little bit better, we definitely could have had one.
Oh, yeah. There was a few opportunities.
But the great thing was I think, and afterwards, she had told me that she was going to buy a blind. She got a blind chair. She was going to get a heater. She felt comfortable after that to go hunting on her own.
She's gearing up for muzzleloader.
Yeah, she's gearing. Yeah, we saw that on Facebook. So I was like,
Right.
That's great. I mean,
Right.
That's what it's all about.
I
Well,
didn't,
for us, absolutely.
right.
Yeah.
And I didn't teach her hardly anything other than just, there's a deer. Here's a gun, So,
Well, that's just the great thing is, in a lot of these trips, people say like, well, I don't even feel like I did anything. I don't feel like I taught anybody anything. But just hosting the space for us to have the experience, for us to get that hands-on, actual boots on the ground experience teaches us so much. So, it's like riding a bike. Once you do it, you get it down, and then you can go do it. See
Right.
one, do one, teach one. And then a lot of us had never seen one before. And so that was pretty great.
Yeah, I do think one of the biggest obstacles to getting folks to try it out, is just there's so much gear out there, and everyone's trying to push stuff on you, and it can be overwhelming. What do I truly need to go out and try out hunting? And I think this experience, it showed them you need your orange.
Need some warm clothes.
You need a firearm or a bow or whatever you choose to use. And then, some warm clothes and, a ground blind is great.
And some property to hunt on.
And then, and luckily Minnesota has millions of acres of it.
Right.
Public land.
Right. And a ground blind, I think, is easy for anybody to get into, and safety issues too.
Right.
If people don't like heights, or setting up a tree stand is not the easiest and or safest. So where a ground blind, anybody can get into that and do that.
Especially the kids,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I will say that we did actually the second day change out. We went and bought some new chairs because the ones we put in there kind of sucked.
Yeah.
We
learned.
We won't throw any brands under the bus.
I'm not gonna.
They sucked.
They were not good. I don't think anybody appreciated those seats.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, I literally.
Well, and that's the nice thing is it is all just a learning curve and the kind of growing pains. And a lot of people, well, they wouldn't, but they don't quite grasp all of the back end work and the administrative things that go into things like this, right? Those considerations of like safety. Are we going to be in a tree stand? Are we going to be in a blind? And all of the safety hazards around guns and around the propane and the heaters and how many people we can have.
Right.
And then even our end, for Roger Up, I do a brief mental health screen. By day, I'm a mental health practitioner. I work with adult rehabilitative services. And so when I engage with the women of our program, I'm assessing their functioning. And that might make them uncomfortable now learning that on this podcast. However, we have to assess for safety. And so some of those trigger words those trigger things that we look out for is like, what does your support network look like? What do you like to do for fun? Are you connected to the VA? How's your healthcare? And through those, we can really assess, is this a safe event for this person? Or is this a safe event for our guides to have this person there? And there have been times where we have had to turn people away because it's a risk that we're not trained or equipped to take. And that's really unfortunate. But then that's where the other half of Roger Up comes in, is let's get you connected. Let's get you in a place where you're healthy and safe enough to come on a hunting trip with us. Mm-hmm. So, we don't just turn anybody away. We do try to get them there.
Right.
But that does add to the layer of the admin stuff.
For sure.
Which, big news to share, actually. So I have I hate to say single-handedly, because I've had just an excellent team of volunteers over the years. But the women's program of Roger Up has kind of been mine. I wrote the program guide for it. I plan all the things. I made all the connections. And then I go out and I find the volunteers to come and help. So during this trip, we had 2 women who have been on past trips before and who I've got to make good connections with, Julie and Nicolette. And I have silently and secretly been putting my feelers out there for assistance for the women's program. And so during your guys' trip, that really just set up a really nice experience for me to see some of the women in action, to see their leadership skills, to see more about how they show up in life. And so I am very proud to announce that Nicolette and Julie have joined my Women's Roger Up staff team, and they will.
Way to go, ladies.
Awesome.
That is so
big
great.
shout out to Nicolette and Julie.
That's cool.
They're going to be, they'll be great in that role.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm sure it was because of our mentorship, right, Dean?
Oh, for sure. Exactly.
Because Nicolette was with me.
Yeah, Julie was me.
Right.
Yeah.
Boom, we're winning team.
And I had BerLynn too.
You did.
So,
you did.
Yeah.
Sorry, BerLynn.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I see how it is.
Just kidding. That's what happens when you don't finish my fish.
But I mean, all the women were just so helpful. Even Laura, the other woman, she has had some really excellent ideas, and she's given us an opportunity to even expand our reach out to Tennessee, which I haven't talked to Zach about yet.
Well, Zach, if you're listening, let's give the pitch.
Yep, exactly.
But so, I mean, and that's the beautiful thing is when a good leader makes opportunities for others to lead and shine. And when you get a group of women together who have experience, who have knowledge, who just need an outlet, who need that purpose, man, you can come up with some just incredible things. And there's, at least for me personally, because I have such high standards, there's not a lot of women that I look up to and not a lot of women that I would follow. And so it's just really beautiful when you do meet other women who you would take into battle with you. And that's
absolutely,
cool, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I have to say that for us, MDHA, we wanted to do these vet hunts for a while now. And, obviously being a hunting organization, we don't have all the right connections immediately. And when Zach came up, it was perfect because we're like, this guy can help us do what we want to do, and we can help him do what he wanted to do. It was a match made in heaven, and we knew it immediately. And then with folks like yourself, BerLynn, we appreciate what you do to make it so we can do the things that we want to do to help.
Right.
And we couldn't do it without you. We absolutely could not.
No.
And that goes back to what you were saying about the administrative side. I mean, that we need you to do that part so we can help out.
Right.
So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like I told Zach, if you build it, they will come. Just stay the course. And that's what a lot of other people don't also understand, is that being a part of a veteran nonprofit, it's not about charisma. It's not about how smart you are. It's about how well you can engage your community, how good of a connection you can make. And if you build a fake connection, eventually, like, that's going to show. Eventually, you're not going to do what you said you're going to do, and we're going to find that out. And so it's just been such a pleasure to be a part of Roger Up, because real human beings with real lives who are down to earth, and we're all just here for the mission. We all genuinely love what we do, and it's all volunteer based.
Yeah.
It takes a lot out of you, but it's so worth it. After I left, I was just so gassed up, you guys. Like,
So was Dean.
I was just so, because I'm the person on the board that when someone has an idea, I always say, okay, but wait, what's the risk? Like, let's talk this through. And then after an event, my first thing is, all right, well, this is what could have went better.
Right.
And so I'm sure when the phone rang, Zach was probably like, here we go. Let me get my pen. I was just so elated, so over the moon with what a positive experience that all was.
That's
right?
awesome.
Hands down, one of the best. I think my only real concern and complaint was that us, Roger Up, we brought too much food. Like, 3 women do not eat like that.
Right.
I don't know. Jared was complaining he didn't get any of that shepherd's pie.
Right. I don't know if anyone ever made that. Yeah.
Have you guys done, groups of women veterans in the past? Just
No, absolutely not.
No, I'm sure we have chapters that probably do some veterans hunts, or at least help,
Absolutely.
and we do here and there, because I'm not even going to name any, because we won't name the right ones. But we do have some chapters that really obviously support the veteran community and help with hunts and mentors and
do it every year.
Yeah, but this was our first one.
It was the first one that was a true MDHA program.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
Obviously in partnership with Roger Up, but
Yeah.
Is there anything you notice about women veterans that's different?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was fun.
it was a blast.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Right. I don't have anything to compare it to, but I thought it was, I didn't know what to expect, but I thought it was great.
I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to say anything negative, because I don't want to get my ass kicked.
Well, what could you possibly say that would be negative, though? It was just
nothing.
a great experience. We got to go hunting.
Yep.
Here's my one complaint.
Okay.
The shepherd's pie to fireball ratio was not ideal.
Oh, I thought it was pretty good. No, it was a great time. We love hunting. That's what we live for, and to be able to share it with folks that maybe haven't had as much opportunity or the same opportunity as us. I love it. I love doing that.
Yeah, because, over the last few years, we've been able to do that with our own kids,
right?
Our boys, but that's just a little bit different. But being able to do it with a complete stranger that you meet one day, and then you're sitting in a ground blind with them,
right?
And Julie can probably attest to this, but we were talking, obviously whispering,
right.
But we were talking, quite a bit, because I wanted, to get to know her, and I'm sure that helped just make her relax, about hunting experiences and life and service and all that. So, I had a great time. I'd do it every time, every season. I'd love to do it.
Yeah,
for sure.
next time, if the weather and deer would cooperate, it'd be that much more fun.
And when he says weather, he means he wants it to be colder, BerLynn. So we're going to have to bring more propane.
I do. I want it to be colder, so then the deer will move when they're supposed to move.
Right. We're going to be set up better next time.
We will be.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed. You guys will be more comfortable. There might be more deer. And we'll definitely have as many or more laughs.
Oh yeah.
Some good snacks, although I do appreciate Julie's jerky that she had. That helped keep us warm for a little bit. So
that's another thing that's really great about doing women's specific events is that someone's always got snacks. Someone always has Kleenex, hand sanitizer. Like, it's just a bunch of moms mothering me all the time. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I'm always fed. I'm always taken care of. I'm always warm. There's always something to drink. Like,
I know my stomach was growling in the back, and Julie turns around and she pulls out the Snickers bar. Here,
you need this.
Like, no, I'm good. I'm good. It'll quit here a little bit, and then I don't know. 20 minutes later, let's get out the jerky. Here, you need to eat this.
Yeah, polar opposite of whenever we try to do something. We'll show up, get set up, and realize we didn't bring anything.
Right. Or water.
Or water. Well, we got a case of beer.
I am, and I don't know if it's just Rancor in me or what, but I'm just like, okay, we're just gonna rough it. We're gonna be freezing. We're gonna be dehydrated, and we're gonna starve. And that's the way it is. All these women show up with like blankets and water and bears. I'm like,
everything.
Alex,
I didn't know we were allowed to be comfortable.
Right?
yeah,
Right.
like, what?
The Marines didn't teach us that.
I thought we were hunting.
See what I'm saying? Women are good role models.
They are. For sure.
No, I think it was.
Oh, hold on. My dog's going.
Go ahead.
Crazy.
You got your dog there?
Hold on. Yeah,
there we go.
He never barks, and so I don't know.
He says, "Mom, I want attention."
Right. I need to be the center of attention here.
Yeah. This is bullshit. You gotta hang out with me.
But so I was gonna say that's the other nice thing about like how women just have taught me how to heal is that we are excellent at taking care of others better than we are at taking care of ourselves. And other women take care of me better than I do myself, which is a nice reminder of just how to be cared for, how to allow others to care for you. And then, those gentle reminders of like, BerLynn, drink something. Hey, you need to eat, dummy. So.
Well, yeah, I think after that, we probably did remind you to drink something.
Hey, speaking of, did you mail me my water bottle?
I did.
You did?
I believe it went out Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm surprised. I thought I sent it speedy.
I forgot about that.
No, I'm just one of those people. I don't check my mail very often.
Well, if it was shipped
you
speedy,
don't have a woman around to remind you,
right?
Yeah, a woman around to remind me.
Yeah, so it should be at your doorstep. If it was, it should have been there today, honestly. So
it's probably outside.
It probably is outside.
Oh, it probably is. That's probably why the dog's barking.
That could be.
True story.
But yeah, no, I think it was a great experience, like you said. And,
right. And I think just the positive feedback from you guys makes us think that we should probably do more of that.
Oh, sure. Well, we've already got 1.5 on the calendar for next fall.
Yep. We have 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we did talk about that.
One
I was in the deer stand,
and the other one with a time frame.
Yep.
Right. Yes. And more to come on that later.
Yeah, more details to come.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and the women are really looking forward to it. We, this trip was an opportunity that, like you said, it just kind of seemed like it was fate, and so we jumped on it with little prep time.
Right.
Yeah, and it just worked out beautifully. But I think it was live. The post that we made was live for not even an hour before I had it full, and then I had several people on a waiting list. So the women are definitely excited. And then we have Zach and I are talking about doing a co-ed ice fishing trip. So I've told a lot of the ladies to stay tuned for that. And any lady veteran first responders out there listening, we do have a private Facebook group that is for the women of Roger Up only. If you just search Roger Up Women, you'll see our logo. It's just the same as Roger Up, but it's pinkish. So
I would say purple myself, but
fuchsia.
Yeah, like a magenta, right?
Oh, okay. Magenta. Yeah. Well, you guys are getting fancy with the colors. I said purple.
Well, it's from all the crayons we eat.
Zach did say he liked the purple ones best.
He got a whole box of purple crayons on. Yep.
And then we are also already working on our first retreat of next year. Mother's Day weekend, we will be having our annual women's retreat at the Shire. I've already got a yoga instructor locked in. And also shout out to any women, if you have a special skill or you are trained in some type of healing modality and you want to just give back, you can email women@rogerup.org. We are always looking for help for volunteers for our retreats. The fun part is usually you get to come for the whole time. So you get to engage in the fun.
Cool.
So how do lady veterans find you and more information about your program, BerLynn?
So right now it's a lot of word of mouth. Zach has just done a beautiful job of, like I said, engaging the community.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to just kind of bring a lot of my connections over from the other organizations I'm part of. We have a pretty big following on Facebook, and a lot of the women just bring their other lady veteran friends.
Okay, word of mouth. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And, I know that Zach has done a few podcasts this year. He's been on a couple radio shows. So we are kind of trying to get that awareness, get the word out there.
Right. And Zach does a good job.
A lot of the veteran community really is. It's not really what you know, but it's who you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly. And Zach has a infectious personality.
Right.
Not saying that in a bad way.
To say the least.
Yes.
Right.
Because, the first time we met him.
He was very sincere. Yeah.
Yep, it was great.
He walked away and we were just like, we got to go find him.
Yeah, we got to go talk to this guy.
Mm-hmm. We need to talk to him more.
Yeah. And it's great to talk to him, the whole program that he does. I mean, and he loves, you can tell he loves what he does. I think I was on the phone with him on Sunday for like an hour. Mm-hmm. And we were just talking about the event and everything and what he's got going on. And it's like, man, I'm excited for you with what you have going on. And I want to be part of it more and more just as a regular civilian and volunteer, so that's what I want to do to help give back.
Right.
Yeah, I will say, me personally, just because I've been so, I guess, ingrained in the veteran population in Minnesota. I've experienced some really good organizations and just some really poor ones. My own recovery story has been kind of part of a dog and pony show and been used for like publicity and for money. And Zach is just, he's an individual that I would stand behind. And I can't really say that about a lot of people.
Right.
To be a female leader, to get to this position, a lot of times you need to find a man who's bigger, taller, louder, stronger than you to help you get your ideas out there, to help you get your point across. And with Zach, I found that wasn't the case. Zach trusted me. He gave me my own platform to do my own thing. And that's incredible. He doesn't micromanage my program. He's not really involved in it at all. I tell him, this is what I want to do. Do we have the money for it? And this is my plan. This is who's going to help me. And he says, okay, here you go.
Nice.
And that's a bond right there that both of us really worked at. And I couldn't be more proud of him. He's such a go-getter, and he genuinely built this program out of a love to help others. And our whole team is really just amazing. Every single person on our team has really big commitments in their lives. I almost said dogs. I'm the only person whose biggest commitment is their dog. We have Mitch and Sam doing our dog training program, and they have a family and they both have jobs. And Nick and Andrea, they do our faith and fitness. and they both have careers and children at home. And I don't have children, but I do have my dog. But I work full time and I go to school full time, and I'm on the board of another organization called Bill's Wish that does like legal advocacy and pays for treatment. And so we're all spread so thin.
Right.
But Roger Up just makes it so worth it to know that all these individuals are giving their time, their money, and their effort, even when they don't have much to give. And then to see the impact of that, man, it's just so worth it every time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we have not met your entire team, but obviously you and Zach and your two newest hires,
right.
Nicolette and Julie.
Right.
And I mean, nothing but impressed by all four of you. You
right. Absolutely.
Very passionate, professional, just a great group of people and a true pleasure to work with.
100%. Yeah.
Thank you. They are all really good people. And for me in my life, that was a really big part of my healing. And some really hard lessons to learn was only being around good people. And it takes a lot to kind of find that. But once you're immersed in it, you don't you set your own standard, right? And so you don't allow anybody to treat you less than. And so, I mean, if you're looking to find camaraderie and you're looking to find compassion and empathy and support, Roger Up is where to go.
Right.
Love it.
Absolutely. Legitimate Roger Up. And I mean, if you guys need any help, like a few guys sitting in a corner baiting hooks when you're fishing, you just let us know.
Right? We'll be there.
Baiting hooks, cleaning fish.
Sure.
Right. We can do that.
We can.
I think Julie is okay with touching fish now. There might be a few that you need to.
Because we're qualified to do that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're qualified to do anything, but
we've done enough of it.
We've done enough. By God, we'll give it a try.
Mm-hmm. Every time I clean fish, my wife asks if they're certified boneless.
Yeah,
certified.
I get asked the same thing.
I started doing that when I would clean like a whole bunch of fish, and I'd put them on the table and I'd say, those are certified boneless.
Really?
Now, whenever I don't say that, she asks if they're certified boneless, and I say,
Okay, I guess
in a hurry.
I don't certify anything, but let me tell you, if I cleaned it,
I don't like to make promises.
Pretty good chance that you're going to find a bone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not many.
Not many.
But
I can guarantee.
You always have to give that warning.
Right.
Right.
Because I get asked, are there bones in this? Yeah. You're going to find
naturally there is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I'm not going to lie.
Bones in your salmon fillet from Costco.
Exactly. Right. So yeah,
we really got off subject.
We do that.
We usually do that. Yeah. Yep.
I will say.
I was waiting for one of you to say, like, I still leave bones in my deer. Like,
I was just going to say, my venison is always certified boneless.
Yeah, I ate some in Chile last night, and there was no bones.
Not certified hairless, though.
I did see a few of those.
It does happen. It happens.
Mm-hmm. And I made tacos the other night with it, and that.
Yeah, they were good.
Boneless.
Yeah, they were boneless.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And hairless.
And mostly hairless.
Well, it might have been a dog hair in there, but it wasn't a deer hair.
You leave Canyon out of this.
Were they leadless?
Yes. They were pretty good for me.
I thought they were pretty good. I couldn't even tell it was venison, honestly.
Yeah.
And normally I can tell. Yeah, I mean, you can tell there's a different taste, but that I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it could have been the sour cream and all the jalapenos.
There was a lot of jalapenos in there.
Yeah. But it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. So, yeah, anyways, we always get talking about food.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
We need a food place in here.
Mm-hmm. We'll make it happen.
All right. Our next studio is going to have the kitchen.
The kitchen. Mm-hmm. Full commercial kitchen. With like a
you guys need to start doing
cooler.
a cooking segment.
Right?
We've been talking.
Jared keeps saying he's gonna, but he never does.
Well, it's already so hot in here. Now I bring in like a camp stove.
Well, we can't do it in this studio. We have to get a different studio.
Yeah, we'll die.
Yeah, we probably would.
Mm-hmm.
That escalated.
Yeah. Maybe on the next Roger Up hunting
there you go
segment, we could maybe one night you should cook.
I can make tacos now.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. So maybe we cook.
Here's what we need to do. We need to actually get a deer next year. And then we'll do a whole, processing.
I'd love to do that.
Them.
I know that would be so cool.
We'll take a different part of a different deer and do a cooking lesson, while that one's getting tested.
CWD tested.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that takes forever, evidently.
Yeah. I still haven't gotten.
Yeah. Mine's still suspending.
Yeah.
But either way, I would love to be able to go hunting, and then what do they call that? From field to plate, table, whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because I have not got my results back, but I was eating that deer already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So were you. So were you. So were you.
Damn it.
I thought you seemed a little more normal today.
It's that CWD.
Like I told you, when you got there, you can't even taste the CWD in this deer.
Whatever.
It's a splash of salt, a little CWD.
But yeah, I'm saying if we could do that, Roger up and we could boom. You could do that with anything. You could do that with deer hunting. You could do that with bird hunting.
Right.
You could do that with fishing.
I will set aside my back straps just for that.
Wow.
I will donate my back
That is
straps.
love.
That's nothing but love.
That is love. That is commitment.
He didn't say tenderloins, but he did say back straps.
I will hang on to
wouldn't be enough.
I will either make my own jerky or hang on to some sticks and stuff. So that way we have that available next year. Be like, hey, this is what your deer could taste like.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take Jimmy's because it'd be gut shot. But This is not a gut shot deer.
You are the gut shooter.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not the last one.
The first one, though.
The first one, yeah. But anywho, yeah. I don't know. What else do we have to cover?
What's next, BerLynn? What's going on next for you? Outside of this deer hunting, is it ice fishing? Is that the next event?
So that's what. Yep. So that's what Zach and I are talking about. We're gonna work towards a co-ed ice fishing event for this winter. And then we're just taking a little break till spring. I don't know about him. I personally am just taking a little break till spring. Every couple of months, we kind of gear up for a big event. So we're looking forward to just a little breathing room.
Right.
And then we will kick off 2026 with our women's retreat in May. And in the meantime, I'm usually at other veteran events, tabling or just kind of being out there with the community. So I'll be around. We'll have a presence. And then I am working. I live in McLeod County, off 212. And I am working on partnering with my county VSO for a sip and paint. So we'll get all our local ladies together and hang out, sip some wine, do some painting. And then I'm also working on a kayak event for next summer. I'm thinking that we get like 20 ladies together and we go down the St. Croix River.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. That'd be really fun.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited to expand. There's a lot of opportunity out there, and there's just been only one me. And so having Nicolette and Julie a part of the team, it's just going to be that much better, more hands-on, more ideas. And Julie lives out, I think, in North Dakota. So we can even kind of branch out that way a little bit more.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So I have to ask, BerLynn, an event like we did here with the MDHA, when we do that with vets, do you consider that to be, I don't know a better way to put it, healing, helpful? Is what we did, is that a helpful event for vets?
I think so, yes, because, for us, it's about feeling that sense of camaraderie that we just don't find out here. It's about showing up and then just clicking automatically with people that you've never even met before. And for us women, there's that sense of urgency to be able to do things like this is lacking because of kids, jobs, other commitments. And something that's really prevalent in the female veteran population is intimate partner violence. And there's a lot of women who aren't allowed to go on trips where other men are going to be, who aren't even allowed to go on trips with women.
Right.
And so to be able to create events specifically like this, where they get to leave their home, they get to spend the whole weekend in a house just with other women we all have a shared interest. It's kind of unexplainable the way that healing is.
Yeah.
It's something that I think, well, we as women, we really need. We need that nurturing, connected bond. I think all humans do, but I think for women, it's a little more. And you know, there's something with women where I don't need to know you or need to know your whole story to share that I'm struggling with something back home. I'm hours and miles away, and I finally have the peace and the freedom to say, hey, things aren't great back home for me, and I just needed to tell somebody. That happens more often than you could think. I don't want to put anybody on blast. That did not happen during this trip.
Okay.
Just going to put that out there. Like, none of these
Good
women.
idea.
But, you know, in some of our larger trips, we have had some really significantly healing moments that a lot of the women needed, because we are, especially with veteran women, we are experts at wearing a mask. We are experts at pretending everything is okay. And I've lost count the amount of women veterans I've met who put on a smile and have a great life and go home and get abused. Oh. And so just to have these experiences. And for me personally, it was, I got involved with the Silent Warrior Project. I went to my own retreat as a participant to find healing. And my partner at the time, that was the only place that I ever went where I didn't get questioned or accused or berated about what I was doing. And that was the only thing I could really be involved in that didn't cause a problem. And so just to be able to have that for myself and to be a part of something, and then to be able to witness what healthy relationships really feel like, and to be around other people who are kind to me, who don't scream at me, who don't yell, that does something to your psyche, that when you go home, you start to realize this isn't okay. This is not the way those people treated me. This something's not right here. And hopefully that gives them the strength to either leave or make some changes in their lives. But it happens a lot more often than you think.
It's great. Yeah, I mean, because I know that we're good at laughing together, and I know that laughter is healing. I mean, and that's the only thing that I was aware of, but I wasn't sure if the things that we did, and you know, if that was all healing. But if it is, it's great to hear.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, you guys have a great sense of humor, and that's another thing that's hard is some organizations, you can almost see the tension when they have an opportunity to make an inappropriate joke and they don't, because they're in a group of women, and you can like feel it, and we're all waiting for it. We set you up for the perfect
right.
And so I think if there's something I could just press enough is that when you're dealing with women in general, but women veterans specifically, don't walk on eggshells. Don't have your kid gloves on. Engage with us. We're human, and we're probably nastier than you are.
Man,
God bless you.
I think the best part of the trip is like, fuck you, Jared.
We say that every day.
That is right.
It's a quote.
Yeah, it might have been my highlight too.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They've known me for 3 days, and they already know the code word.
They already know the code.
They came up with that themselves.
One thing you guys did that I think really was just spectacular, amazing, and awesome was that you came back and you shared a meal with us after each hunt. And you know, I know that the second day you guys were like, oh, well, sure, if that's what you guys want. And the ladies were like, well, we thought that's what you were supposed to do. Like, the ladies were here for it. They wanted to get to know you more. So, you know, you guys taking time out of your lives after the hunt to come and engage with us, that was meaningful. That was huge. That made the trip just that much better. So definitely keep doing that.
Yeah, well, that's good. We
definitely had fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We were happy to do it. And what game did we play?
What do you mean?
I mean, we had a blast. I mean, the laughs were great. The laughs were great.
It was fun.
What a better way to get to know people.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Right? I mean, you're in a deer stand, you can kind of whisper and show pictures a little bit, because I saw lots of pictures of Nicolette's family, which was great. But when you get back, then you can actually, talk out loud.
Yeah, cut loose a little bit and get to know it. And even if you didn't get to know each other a whole lot on a personal level, just be able to laugh and just have fun.
And that's the thing, you know, at least personally, my goal was to give them an authentic deer camp experience,
right?
You know, and half of deer camp is after the hunt.
Oh yeah,
you know, if not more,
probably more. Right. I'd say 3/4.
More. Definitely more.
Yeah,
right. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do it again in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Hopefully, we get to do it again.
I know. I wish there were multiple deer seasons a year.
There is. We have archery and we have muzzleloader.
Well, I mean,
okay, I'm talking like I wish
like we should have a spring hunt,
Right? Yeah,
and a winter hunt and a summer hunt.
right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, for a year, and then there'd be no deer.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if any of us would be married.
Probably not.
Okay, maybe a lot of hunters are gonna get mad. Maybe just edit this part out. Or we have like this year you can only shoot deer all year. Next year you only shoot turkeys all year. Only ducks all year.
I have never heard that theory before. That's a new one on me.
It kind of forces you to let them grow for
right.
like 4 years. You know?
So every other year you'd probably have a really great year.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I love new ideas. That's definitely a new one.
It's an idea.
Put the resolution in.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm not from here, so forgive me. Are there elk in Minnesota?
Yes.
There are.
Yep.
Yes, up in the northwest part of the state, and currently looking like they're going to be reintroduced in Carleton County.
Right. And you can hunt them,
wow.
but it's a lottery and it's almost impossible to get a tag.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many tags do they give out? 20?
There's a lot of
No.
elk
This year it was 5.
Sure.
Yeah.
elk in Montana, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys get an elk trip out in Montana and you need a couple of idiots to go with it,
yes. I volunteer first.
Carry a porcelain toilet on my back.
Moose hunt.
Yep.
Moose hunt would be fun.
I'll be tribute. Yep.
I will definitely help carry a moose out.
Oh, man.
Just some ideas.
Yeah.
Right.
Just some ideas.
Right.
Where is it? We can go down to Georgia and hunt wild boars.
There you go. That'd be fun.
Okay. I'll go down there too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty much in for almost hunting anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'll do anything, but I'm going to strongly recommend we do a caribou hunt.
Caribou?
Mm-hmm.
See, I was leaning towards moose, but hey, caribou's fun too. Maybe we can do it all together.
Sure.
I'll carry the bags and walk.
Hey, Zach, do we got enough money for that?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Zach, we're going to fund the
We will
Yukon
after
Slam.
this podcast.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. Every veteran in the state of Minnesota gets to complete the Yukon Slam on Roger Up's dime.
Oh no.
Right. And their guides, of course. We get tags
Right.
for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's only fair.
Right.
So awesome. Well, BerLynn, we got over an hour.
Yeah, look at that.
And you didn't even realize it
How
probably.
crazy is that?
It's so easy.
And you haven't been stabbed by a doll.
Surprisingly, those.
Yeah.
Although that one on the other side is missing.
It definitely moved.
Nope, it's there.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Dang it. That one.
Uh-oh. Is this one wind up?
Oh no.
No, this one does wind up, but something weird happened to it, so it glitches out. Wait for it.
Sounds like this.
Gosh. Have you guys watched the new Conjuring movie?
No.
You shouldn't after watching this.
Wait, is it twitching? Or are you making it do that?
What's going on?
Oh my God. I wish we had video for this.
I know.
Right.
I can
gonna
use
have
the picture.
nightmares.
Oh, is that thing seriously twitching?
So she is winding up a porcelain doll and it's having a seizure.
It's like that Night at the Rocks. What in the world? Yeah, those things are scary.
I was gonna keep doing that.
Right?
All night.
Bring
gonna
that
freak
to
you out.
bring that to deer camp next year. We'll use it on our sight in day.
Dare you, Jared?
Oh, now she's looking for even creepier ones.
I was like, "Where's the rest of it?"
Never know where these things end
they-
up.
they
They
move
got a mind of their own.
She's going to get up. There's going to be 10 of them circling her.
Girl's house, and like everything seems all normal. Like she's super cool. And then you go upstairs to her bedroom, and there's like 4 random porcelain dolls. Just like And that's why I'm single.
And then you back away.
Right.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You know what? I just forgot. I'm married.
I just forgot. I'm gay.
Awesome.
Oh man. Well, BerLynn, thank you so much.
Right.
For everything you do, everything Zach does, everything Roger Up does. We had a great time on our deer
absolutely.
camp weekend, and thank you for taking time out tonight to
BS with us.
reminisce.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. It was my pleasure, and we'll be in touch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And be
Absolutely.
sure to check out rogerup.org.
Yes.
Yes, you even got that right. Good
I
job.
did. I looked it up.
And for the ladies out there on Facebook, Roger Up Women, please answer the security questions or the system will automatically kick you out.
There you go.
Awesome.
And then you can learn about everything that Roger Up is doing if you're a lady, and maybe take part
Right.
in that moose hunt.
Right. Well,
Or come sit with us.
there you go. And I'm sure BerLynn will have you back on at some point, maybe while we're up in the Yukon. But thank you so much again.
Absolutely. And stay safe with those dolls.
Yeah. Check your mail.
Send them to the office, please.
Yeah.
Let them show up at my house. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I hope you guys all have a good Thanksgiving, and thanks for the opportunity. This was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you too. Have a great
too.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See you
Later.
Thanks.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association has been building our hunting and conservation legacy over the past 40 plus years through habitat, education, advocacy, and legislation in Minnesota for Minnesota.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association and wolf.report proudly sponsor this podcast. However, please note that the opinions, topics, and guests featured may not necessarily align with the views, beliefs, goals, or mission of our sponsors.